So one of the many regions that you can travel to and explore in the newest God of War is Muspelheim, the realm of fire. Many of you who are somewhat familiar with Norse mythology, or may have just seen Thor Ragnarok, were most likely expecting to see the fire giant Surt, or Surtr, as Muspelheim is said to be where he patiently waits for Ragnarok. For the most part, Muspelheim just serves as an area where you can complete a series of trials and slay one of the Valkyries, but you do eventually stumble across one of the many Jotun shrines, this time devoted to the fire giant, where Atreus and Mimir explain that he was the first of his kind, who crafted the legendary flaming sword and did battle with Thor and Odin. Where and when these events took place is not mentioned. So who exactly is Surt? What role did he play in Norse mythology, and will he feature in the next game? These are all questions that we hope to answer by the end of the video. For those of you interested in learning a bit more about how he appeared in traditional Norse mythology, he was indeed the eldest of the fire giants who lived in Muspelheim, and his name in Old Norse was thought to mean black or scorched, referring to him appearing as slightly charred. Surt may have resembled his kin quite closely, but he was not like the other fire giants, for he was destined to bring the end of the world come Ragnarok, and to aid him in this task he worked day and night to construct a weapon like no one had ever seen before. A flaming sword that was thought to be brighter than the sun, and capable of engulfing anything it touched in the flames of Muspelheim. He did not rest until his great sword of fire was complete, and it was this sword that he would wield when he led the Jotuns across the Bifrost and into Asgard, where they would finally have revenge for their brothers and sisters slain all those years ago by Odin and the other gods of the Aesir and Vanir. During this final battle, Surt would slay the god Freyr, engulfing the world in flame before it would eventually sink into the sea. Surt is a figure that can be closely linked to primordial chaos, in the same way that the Norse world came to exist when the chaotic fires of Muspelheim met with the tranquil ice of Niflheim. We can almost view Surt as symbolising the fires of Muspelheim, once again disrupting the balance of the cosmos, and bringing destruction before creation. Many see the giant Ymir as being the first being to exist, but the argument can be made that Surt came into existence far before, during the creation of Muspelheim and Niflheim, patiently waiting to fulfill his destiny. We can almost view Surt as the inevitable and unstoppable force of change within the Norse world. Now, despite not seeing Surt in God of War outside of his shrine in Muspelheim, I think we can safely assume that Surt is not amongst the giants who were slain by Odin and Thor, and will certainly make an appearance in the second or third installment of the Norse franchise. For all we know, Surt is in fact in Muspelheim, just hiding and waiting for Ragnarok. With Kratos making himself an enemy of Odin and the Aesir, we may very well see him joining forces of Surt and the other Jotuns as they march on Asgard during Ragnarok. We may even see Kratos wielding Surt's blade to help him destroy the Norse pantheon, quite similar to what we saw him do with the Blade of Olympus previously. Surt is definitely an interesting and iconic individual within Norse mythology, and I think the question we should be pondering is when will he make his appearance, as opposed to will we see him. If you have any theories or questions regarding Surt and his involvement in God of War or just Norse mythology in general, then let me know in the comments below.